Hi guys, so going to show you a few different techniques in order to get the kind of manipulations in the style of Danny Jones. I would say for some of this it looks as if these objects have been placed on top of a printed photo. I've actually emailed the artist to kind of inquire as to how he has created these. It says in an interview that they are done digitally, so it'll be nice to see from his perspective how he was able to get this. I have got a few different ways in which you can create a similar effect. So first thing you're going to do is have your image, drag that into Photoshop. As always, I like to duplicate the image just in case I make any mistakes or I want to make any new changes. In terms of kind of areas to select, again, it can be a circular, it might be rectangular, you might have the custom shape. In any instance, you will go to and use, let me just drag this a little bit bigger, you will use either the marquee tools that you see here, so rectangular, elliptical, or you can use the polygonal or the lasso tool, depending on, so if you want the lasso tool, it can give you more of an organic shape. That is entirely up to you. For this one, I'm just going to do the elliptical. I am going to just grab an area of his face, and then with this one I'm going to copy and then paste. So I've got this as a separate kind of entity, so I'm going to do Command C, Command V, and then what you'll see if I take this image away is just that little section there. So again, however you want to grab a section, whether you have the subject kind of taking up the full space of your shape, like this one here, or perhaps if you want some of the background, again, entirely up to you. It'll be really nice to have in your book a little bit of trial and error and a few of these different techniques. So initially I have this layer selected here. So again, you can see it is my round layer. A few different things I can do. So the first thing I can do is go to Filter, and then I can go to Liquify. Dialog box should appear. I can go down to the bottom left and zoom in so I can see what I am doing. Now with this, you can really use any of these tools here to be able to distort your image. The easiest one probably would be using this kind of forward warp tool, a little one that looks like a finger press, and you can change the size of your little brush. Let's make it a little bit smaller. As you can see here, that almost takes up the full space. I want it a little bit smaller again. And then all I need to do, depending on the pressure that you want, the density, etc., I can drag areas of that image, so I can really be quite precise in how I distort this image. Once I'm happy with it, I can just click OK, and it does that automatically for me. From there, what I would recommend is that you then rotate your work in some way and it looks a little bit offset, and then again just hit enter. So again, you can rotate your work. So that's one way in which you can do it. So you can liquefy. Again, I'm just going to select an area I want here. I'm going to Command C, Command V. Again, I've just got that little section there. I can go to Filter and then Distort. So it'll be a really nice experiment with different ways that you can distort here. One that I think can look really quite nice is actually Ripple. And then if I zoom in, I can obviously see the amount that is obviously kind of rippled. You can see how much it's been distorted. So again, if I want it to be really quite abstract, if I want to know what my kind of object is, if I want it just to be distorted a little bit more, then you can see that you have that there as well. So that's another way in which you can do it. So we've got Liquify. Again, you'll find all of these in the filter. So Filter, Liquify. I've got Filter, Distort. I can go to Ripple. I can go to Twirl, Wave, Zigzag. So these are all things that you can use to manipulate your photos in some way. But again, make sure that you have copied your image. You can have a selection, again, if you want it to be the polygonal lasso tool. You can be very, very precise in the area that you want to have selected, really quite geometric. The lasso will give you more of an organic shape. So experiment, make sure in your work you show the before and after, a little screen grab or a little bit of an explanation as to your process. So what filters did you use?